Hello and welcome. My name is Shoddy Sniper, and this is a new show I've been wanting to do for a while now. Calling it Loading, and I'm going to be taking a look at sort of early access games and alpha state games and seeing what my general impression is and seeing if they're worth continuing to play and continuing to watch. But I won't explain too much behind what it is, because I want to focus on the game. So this is Quote, which has a sort of Fahrenheit 451 feel. You play as a loyal follower to this goddess, or god, I can't quite remember, and you are taking this sacrilegious knowledge and hiding it from the world to create this world of ignorance. I don't know if there's going to be a cutscene to explain that. I just wanted to, in case there wasn't, explain it here at the menu. But let's just get going. Let's start with the prologue. Oh yeah, so there's only 3 chapters right now. But there will be more added as time goes on. I think they plan on adding all the chapters before the early access state ends. So it will be a complete game by the time it is complete. I guess that's sort of what you'd expect. It is an ARPG, action RPG for those that don't know what that is. Like Diablo, Torchlight, Grim Dawn, all those sort of top-down, grid inventory, hack and slash skill bar type of games. I don't know if it's going to have all of those, but it is listed as an ARPG, so it will probably be very similar. But now let's begin. It's a very nice sort of art style in the game from what I saw. Okay, so 2 sisters, 2 readers, 2 storytellers, 2 outlaws. Yeah, so this is the sort of thing. Books are banned and reading them is illegal. Refusing to submit to ignorance, hiding their knowledge from his thugs. So it's a god, not a goddess. 1 sister determined to overthrow him. 1 sister begging her not to go. Oh, so we are trying to overthrow. The description made it sound like we were hiding the books. Oh, maybe we're hiding them so they don't get destroyed. It's possible. So we are novella.
God was not dead. The girl would change that soon enough.
Interesting.
Novella had hoped for a more dramatic backdrop for her act of deicide, not this stark white place. Undeterred, the young warrior dreaded small but iron-hard fists for battle.
Turn that vocal volume up some. Okay, so I can inspect stuff. Yep, I figured that out. Thank you. Press E to open the interact menu. Click or press E on the action icon to perform action. Talk to, inspect, pick up, and go through the door. So yeah, it's fairly standard.
Novella glared at crude scribbles on the rock wall. The scrawl told a tale she knew all too well. Bliss betrayed his brother Forgo, god of knowledge. Read the first inscription.
Yeah, so Bliss is the god who wants books destroyed and to enter into the world of ignorance.
She had ventured far to save her people from the self-titled god of ignorance.
There you go.
Bliss was the dark god's name. A sick joke in a sick world.
I don't know how long this video will be. I don't know how much of the game I want to cover. I was thinking about 20 minutes, but if it ends up being...
He had purged all knowledge from the land, burned every book, emptied every head. Then he slept. But scraps of knowledge lived on. Its keepers raised mighty heroes and sent them to destroy.
Oops. Are these automatic inspections, or do I need to
He
inspect?
burned all the books in the world, and Forgo burned with them. Forgo, the benign but long-dead deity her people worshipped. She was here in his name.
Okay. So... Oh, that looks like an enemy.
Suddenly, the war Bliss himself, somewhere deep within the fetid fortress, darkly amused. He knew
Okay.
she was here.
Can I...
Novella debated whether to grit her teeth or crack her knuckles in response.
No loot?
She opted for the latter, as one of Bliss's servants had appeared. Priests, he called them. Their other priests fell quickly. Truly, Novella's power was unrivaled. Amid the melee, Novella fancied she saw a familiar face.
Can I read this?
She shuddered in sudden realization. These priests were her predecessors, fellow heroes now fallen. Empty-headed slave.
Right mouse to push an enemy into danger.
She would spare her knuckles from more scars. With a shove, the flames would take these ones.
It's not a very long shove. Oh, of course I'm in the fire. Are they really not in the fire yet? I'm getting burnt. Alright, there we go.
The screams, the terrible screams.
Yeah, that's a little messed
It
up.
was not the most heroic act, but the fire was cathartic, burning all trace of Bliss's reign. This, then, must be the place. Bliss's throne room, the heart of ignorance. Or so the now deafening, skin-shriveling laughter ahead would very much seem to suggest. Novella was shocked to find that the final scroll differed from the tale she had known all her life. And at last, the world was happy, it read. No argument, no division, no war. Peace through ignorance, the age of bliss, the age of reason. The tyrant believed himself a liberator, it seemed.
I think I might have missed the scroll, but you get the complete story either way. I think you can piece it together.
Novella's vision swam as a wash of sickly light flooded over her. A hulking yet spindly shape moved slowly into focus. Sunken, glinting eyes, pennies in a well, talons to pierce any hide, a spine like blunted teeth. And that smile, that awful dead sheep smile, growing wider and wider. Bliss, the god of ignorance, on his throne, in his element, laughing. Novella finally opened her mouth and began to pronounce that the cruel god's reign was at an end. No sound escaped her now terrified lips. Impossibly, Bliss's titanic smile grew wider still. Novella snarled silently and ran to hit him full force across his bread-knife jaw.
Attacking your god? We can't have that. I seek only to help you, not to harm you. I suppose I slept for too long. Wasn't around to remind people of what was right. No, knowledge leads to greed, division, and cruelty. You seek freedom, then become pure of thought. Allow me to demonstrate by granting you the greatest gift of all. A beautifully empty mind.
Bliss coolly snapped his fingers, and, just like that, Novella, hero of knowledge, was scoured, gone, forever.
His hand just went through my head.
Now, my newest slave, your too wise presence makes me concerned that knowledge has somehow returned. Your new quest is to find the source of this wisdom and destroy it. Simple as that. Oh, and please beat the sense out of any intellectuals you find. They'll put you onto the right trail.
What was that finger wag for?
His name is Runcible Mayutica Slabberdigalian Tatterdemalian Gongoozle Borborigmus. Tatters for short. He will follow you wherever you go. He has, hunger for knowledge. Go save it from itself, novella. Rid it of the scourge of knowledge. You shall be a hero after all.
Okay, so I was right. You do try to destroy knowledge. The prologue just was how you got to that point. I assume the game will have a sort of hero's redemption arc in the form of the sister. 2 sisters, 1 reader, 1 storyteller, 1 outlaw. 1 lost to ignorance, remorselessly eradicating knowledge in his name. 1 sister in thrall to him, 1 sister betrayed, glory be to him. Oh, did she have her mind wiped as well? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there won't be a hero's redemption arc.
Welcome to paradise, a place of absolute stupidity. At least that's the plan. Every mind scoured. All around was calm, eerily so. Novella became aware of an odd weight in her hands. A book. Aren't I just awful? The icon of knowledge used as a tool of ignorance. I call it the Book of Bliss. The book was heavy as stone and bore no words. It wasn't for reading, but to beat Bliss's foes into submission. Tatters, the shambling bird thing, had also joined Novella in this lush new place. I should also mention that wherever the Book of Bliss goes, Tatters here will follow. I'd say like a dog with a stick, but frankly that would be an insult to dogs. Tatters was too busy gnawing off one of his own arm feathers to take notice of Bliss's jibe. You are tethered to this book too. Throw it elsewhere and it will pull you back to it. You may well find this useful.
So far this doesn't quite seem like an ARPG. Seems sort of similar to Bastion. Maybe like a platformer.
Oh, a statue to you? You were these half-wits' hero once. They believed you would save them. Well, you will, but not in the way they think. Not now you've woken cuddly Uncle Bliss. The sandpapery scrape of Bliss rubbing his hands together echoed around Novella's vacated skull.
Let's see if I can figure out how to throw this, because I imagine this is grabbable. Oh. Get a set amount of power. Spend power to unlock new abilities. Digest multiple books that have enough power to unlock more advanced abilities. Click the ribs to see which abilities can be unlocked. You can also see how much power is required to unlock each. I assume I have no power. There's no indication of how much power I have though. Yeah. 0 power. I don't know how to throw. Oh, there we go. This. I know. Oh, we learned something. Some letters. Okay. First was a quote can be checked by looking at the sacks inside Novella's head. Press H or click on Novella's face. You can enter a building without a completed quote, but only the most skilled will survive. So this will also... I'm also trying to fight off the book, I guess.
This is exactly what I worried about. That's a shrine to Forgo, long dead god of knowledge, you see. By my laws, everyone here should be perfectly stupid, savage even. Certainly not smart enough to construct this. Clearly, someone still worships knowledge, which means there's surely a rebellion in the offing.
Okay, so that's a full quote. Novella keeps quotes inside her head. A complete quote is represented by a full sack. Each dangerous cave will have a book inside. The inhabitants will fight to protect it. Find a quote from the cave's book to be protected by bliss. Oh, okay, never mind. Without a full quote, the fight will be much harder. A complete quote will also unlock side quests. Click on a sack to see its contents. The feverish library whose chances volumes are constantly in danger of changing into others, like a delirious divinity.
Something lurched inside Novella's mind, as once nonsensical fragments were assembled into a quote.
Trust me, that awful, powerful quote is far better off with us than loose in the world.
Novella's toothsome puppet master was quietly gloating.
Servant, we foresaw your arrival, but what dreadful timing. Knowledge is returning. Its horrific effects can be seen just beyond this door. A book, pristine and guarded, it must be destroyed.
Bliss's priest gestured towards a tumble-down dwelling behind him. More of a cave, really.
Alright, let's go destroy knowledge. Sure.
Darkness encircled a book at the cave's rear, though just for a moment it had looked like light.
A book! Forgo's foul legacy, still spoiling my verdant land. Feed it to tatters, Novella, and seal away its evil forever.
Novella felt droplets of spittle splatter against her hind brain as Bliss bellowed wildly.
It's a lovely image. No, they tell me that. Leave space to teleport and retreat. The tatters will follow. Keep holding space or shift to leave the book where it is. Tatters will remain close to it. Remember, Tatters can only eat a book if he can walk to it. And if you want to leave, you can only do so if Tatters can reach the door. Do you not teleport, Tatters? Ah. Feed books to Tatters to rid the world of knowledge and please Bliss. Acquire new powers by destroying books inside Tatters' tummy with the digest button. Combed thunderclap. So what's the digest button? This is very unclear. So I have 1 power. Is there anything I can actually get? It would appear there is not. Oops. But now I can leave the cave. But actually, I think I'm going to end this here. It's been about 20 minutes. We've done a cave and all this. It seems like we could build these, so this game is sort of ARPG-like. It still feels a little bit more like Bastion than anything. I don't technically know what genre Bastion counts as. But it's a pretty good game if you want to keep an eye on it. It's called Quote. It is on Steam if you want to pick it up, even in its early access state. I believe it is $15 on Steam. I don't know if it's ever gone on sale. I think I picked it up at $15 because I was interested in it. But yeah, thanks for watching, and see you next time.